Alright, I've been doing music all my life, and I really didn't like electronic music, but there was one producer that had some music with melodies that really attracted me and made me wanna produce, and I watched that in the studio with him, and it got me so hooked. It really made me wanna pursue it. And like I've learned so much, cause like there's so many producers that, well, let's say they have this instrumental track, right, and they put the vocals on top of it, but that's not what he did. I watched this long 5 hour session with him in Houston with his team, because let's be honest, like he was a genius, but he had an amazing team behind him as well. And they were just coming up with some guitar, and just made the melody pretty much. And then they had this singer who was like writing lyrics, just went on and off in the studio. Came up with lyrics, and they recorded the lyrics with the guitar. That's it. And with that, he started to produce around it. And that's why every if you hear every song, like the vocals are so essential. They're like in the middle of it, they're core. That's the thing. That's because he produced all around it. He had it as a central, then he produced all around it. And I don't know. I learned a lot from it, as well as like really compare it to kind of Max Martin. It's the same thing. Like people that work with Max Martin, they say he's almost annoying because he does so many vocal takes, because the vocals has to be the most important thing. It's got to be focused around the vocals. Then you produce around it, and you get a whole nother integration of the whole song when you do that, instead of like just slapping on the vocals on some instrumental track or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's electronic, because the thing is, like, if you want a great track with vocals, like if you produce around the vocals, you get a whole different vibe to it, and you get it like to get it as the core of the whole thing, the backbone of the whole track. And that's what he did. It's like, now when I hear the songs all over again, like, it's so brilliant. It's like the whole melody thing and everything. Like I heard from someone, I think, that he worked with, they said that his melodies, that he didn't want any beats, didn't want anything, any producer, anything, and any production or anything with the melodies, because that can make the melodies better than they actually are. And man, I'm really inspired by that, because like, just play it on the piano or play it on the guitar just alone, because if the melody's strong just by its own, you know it's gonna be great with the production. And it's the same with vocals. Like, because I'm a vocalist myself, and like if I get space to do my own thing with maybe some piano, vocals, or whatever, and I do the top line, it will become so much stronger when you produce around it. It will give me more space, and for the listeners, they will hear that I don't know, the whole feeling and the whole vibe of the vocals will come out more, will be more essential. Yeah, the whole thing, like how you, I have a great friend that really as well, like taught me. He taught me something next level, And like I'll never forget that, and he's so brilliant. Like he actually want to know the lyrics. He actually want to know the lyrics and then produce around the lyrics. So let's say someone, you know, such a simple example, like they, let's say they sing Echo, and then you have like some delay or whatever, you know, it's like you want to be able to feel the whole thing. Like in a production, there's so many that produce too much. They produce too much elements, and you think, oh, it's not full enough. And then all of a sudden, you slap vocals on, and you don't get any space at all. Like that's the worst, because it's like having a vocalist and like, oh yeah, like give them only I don't know, only a choice of notes. Like they can't do whatever they want, and it's kind of like I don't know, playing something with one arm tied behind your back. Like that's how it feels for a vocalist to just have a ready produced track and you just have to put vocals on it. And it's so brilliant. I think Tim did this as well. Like he like they really produced around the whole vocals, like around the lyrics, around the melody, everything like that. And that's why the tracks became, I don't know, so strong, that the melody became so strong, and like you can hear every vocal. Like there's a lot of essential as well in the lyrics, you know. It's not just some shallow stuff, but it's actually some essential stuff. You know, you can hear the lyrics and like really come back to it. That's why I think like these songs, like they will live on, cause like you can, you know, you have the, I don't know, you have some other shallow tracks, whatever, Candy Shop or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, that's a cool track, but you know, it's nothing more. But like if you really have a good track with some good lyrics, that will live on. They will live on for generations. And yeah, I don't know. Like I'm super, I'm super inspired by the whole thing, and like by my friend as well. Like he's such a genius. It's like, you know, produce around the lyrics. Like that may, you know, that's not something you think about, but like when you think about it, it makes sense. Because you want to be able to feel the whole track. You want to be able to feel this. You want to be able to feel the message that's conveyed by the vocalist or the producer. And yeah, I don't know. Like I'm super inspired. Super inspired. But also, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.